Boys and girls of every age, wouldn't you like to see something strange? Doesn't rhyme. Hello everyone, happy Halloween! I'm Olympia. I'm here today to guide you through a Halloween haul video. All the shit, I mean crap, that we've bought for our house for Halloween, Halloween parties, Halloween in general. For us it goes on for several weeks, you know, we have a big party. I'm just gonna show you all the crap that we've bought over the last 2 years, and it's a lot of stuff, and I don't know how much money we've spent, honestly, it's hundreds and hundreds of pounds. It's embarrassing. God, it's embarrassing. We've had our Halloween party this year. It was a couple of days ago. Halloween's kind of weird this year because it falls in the middle of the week. So we had the party like on the weekend, it was the 27th, so it wasn't quite Halloween, but who cares? It gives us extra time to like prepare stuff. We've done a pumpkin patch video that's gonna be coming out very soon, but I thought I would just take you around our house, which is a bit disheveled now because people do destroy it when we have a party, and just like show you all the stuff that we've bought. Generally speaking, we buy everything from, ooh, little message. Well, that was Nova interrupting the video as per usual. The stuff we buy generally is either from Wilko's, The Range, Sainsbury's, Asda, Poundland, maybe like Lidl. Supermarkets generally pretty good. There's a place down here as well called Hollywood. I don't know if Hollywood is it's a chain, but I don't know if it's just in the South, if it's all over the country. It's like a fancy dress place. Or if you're from America, they do costumes. So yes, if you'd like to follow me, I'll take you around the house and we can look at all the ghoulish, gross, tacky, this shit that we've bought. I'd also just like to take this opportunity to apologise to one of our patrons because we missed his birthday. It was literally like 2 weeks ago. We haven't been uploading very much the last couple of weeks because Halloween for us is just so nuts, and we spend as much possible time with like friends and stuff because it's like our Christmas. So to Michael N, I can only apologise to you. It was your birthday a couple of weeks ago, and I hope it went off. I do apologise to you for missing it, but this is your shout out, and I have written you a poem as a way of saying sorry, and it goes like this. Oh Michael, you're so fine, you blow my mind. Oh Michael N. Oh, I wrote that myself. Nova and I went as, look at me watching Harry Potter like an absolute loser, and that's my fake tit just there. Look how broken that is. That's Divine, she's melted into the ground. I went as Divine this year, and Nova went as the Lady Gremlin, which I haven't seen that movie, but you know, she looked pretty good. This is a big sign that we got from Wilko's, which has now fallen down, but that's fine. We always turn our drag room into a photo booth, so we keep our lighting up, we put up all of our shit over there, and we set up the tripod so people can come and take photographs in our little photo booth. There's some like props and stuff down there as well, like chainsaws and stuff that people like pick up and like kill each other with, which is cute. So our front garden is so cute. We were gifted those streamers, and these go on the either side of the gate, these little skulls. They're from Asda. We like to carve all these pumpkins and then put those plastic skull sort of dividers there. They're from Asda as well. And this little skeleton dude is from TK Maxx. That is a gorgeous front doormat from The Range, and then these are from Lidl. Those lanterns are from Lidl. And then this is another Asda. People press that doorbell and expect it to go off inside, which is sort of hilarious. And the wreath is from Waitrose, which we've adorned with some lights and some ivy. As we go around, I'm going to be showing you the props and like clues that we do for our horror movie scavenger hunt game. If you saw the live stream I did the other day, I was making some of these, and I probably showed some of them off, but I'll just go through like them as they are like dotted around. So this was, I think I showed this one off, which was the others. Nova and I as dead people, and then this was one from this year. This is the symbol from Hereditary, which proved a lot harder than I thought it would be, but I guess that's still a fairly new movie. So that was just done with some NYX liquid suede. It's dried a bit, but no gross. This gentleman was purchased from The Range, and he hangs underneath this lovely skeleton key moment. There's my key. Look, Jurassic Park, how cute. This is from TK Maxx, but we left that up all year round because it just looks so cute. There's going to be so much crap that we can't put away that we're going to have to just leave it out, I think, this time. We get a lot of like cheap crap from Poundland that like you can get some good stuff in there. So that's from Poundland. Nova has an obsession with these hanging doll things, which are from Sainsbury's. So we've got like a whole bunch of these that like go around the kitchen door. Look, he's Prish. And then there's the bridal one just there. Again, like Poundland, this was from Poundland, this was from Poundland. Like if you decorate like, you know, well, it's not tacky shit, it's very expensive looking. Oh, right. If you decorate nicely, you know, very Martha Stewart-like, you can really get away with not spending too much money. We sort of theme our kitchen a bit like a dungeon. So I think these are from Poundland, these are super cheap. This chain was from a place called G&T's, which is in Bournemouth, where we live, and it's just like a really crappy shop that sells everything. But this was like £2. I was so impressed with this giant chain moment. And then there was like a little baby one over here as well that we got. That goes on the wall. Very dungeon moment. There's Head over there with the witch's hat on, looking precious as ever. And then this book, I love this book. This book is from the range. Isn't that great? Ladies' spell book. Ladies, witches. As I've said, this has been sort of destroyed now. This is a giant punch that Nova does that we put apples in, which is so fresh. The cauldron I think was from the range as well. Not that expensive. We got a lot of stuff from Nova's parents used to have some Halloween stuff and we kind of like stole it from them. And I think this plate was one of them. I think that was TK Maxx. I'm confident those cupcakes are now gross. You can get these like lights in Poundland. Are they still on? They're not still on. You can get these lights in Poundland. So we bought a whole bunch of different ones of those and stuck them all over the place. There's like an eyeball one, pumpkin one, spider one. This is our huge pumpkin cake that we stick a tap in. Is there anything left in there? Can you imagine if there is? Oh my god, gross, there is. That is a toffee apple cider. And then our giant skeleton coffin dough. The skeleton's fallen over. Bless him down there. This is what we put ice and booze in. But this fell off. When the ice melted, it fell off and went all over the place. And set off this thing, which was new this year. This is from the range. Look how precious this is. Absolutely love that. That was suspended on our wall. Absolutely adore it. And one of Nova's favourite things, which again was TK Maxx, let me see if I can turn it on. Look how lovely this... Now they're eyeballs, you can't see because that's so bright, I don't think you can see, but they're eyeballs in there, which is how precious. And look at this little witch lady over here, she comes out every year. She was TK Maxx. These little crappy bottles, Poundland. I mean, look how cute they are. There's several things I think you can do to like really up your Halloween game if you're like decorating your house or whatever. But I'll get to those in just a moment. Look, Poundland, these straws, Poundland, how cute. I've seen a lot of people use these in outfits this year, which is interesting. These straws just with the skulls on them, cute. Lots of these, lots of these. These were a gift, these skull candles, and they're out all year round. I don't know where they're from. And we got the candlesticks at a car boot sale for like £5 for 3 of them. That was just such a find, couldn't even get over it. This is the baby. We put dip in the baby. That's had a few dips in it already, but that's probably done now. And the range, I think it was, have these like decals you can stick on glasses. So that one's kind of coming off a bit now, but that one was really cute. Look, you can turn them into little scary pumpkins. And these glasses were £1 in G&T's. How tacky, I had to have them. I had to have them, they're so gross. They're a bit Rocky Horror, but I love them. One of Nova's favourite things this year is this gentleman that we've suspended underneath this light because we don't use this light. We have some purple light bulbs in these cheap lamps that we got, again, from Poundland. So they make the room purple, but this dude, look at him! He was £7 in Lidl. Can you even believe how, like, the value is insane? I mean, his eyes look a bit Christmassy, I think, sometimes. But even so. I mean, he does another thing which I think is better, this one. Look! Behind you! I like that one. Those massive chains are from Hollywood, fancy dress place. And we literally hang this fabric all over the place. So you find this in like supermarkets. It's called spooky fabric, I think, basically. And it's like £1 a go, and we just buy tons of it. We must have like 20 massive reams of that, and we just put it all over the place. You'll see the living room in a minute. The axes were from, I think they're Hollywood as well, but just like, this is very dungeon-like. So you have to imagine this with like red lighting. See, there's some red lighting in here. Red, purple lighting, it's very dim. Oh, look how cute this is though. TK Maxx, look at this bowl. How great is that? It's a high quality bowl. We put chips in that, which is so precious. And these cauldrons, again, a bunch of those. Poundland. I forgot this dude. This dude was featured in the Wendigo Solutions. He sat on our front path, and as people walked past, look what he does! Oh, so great! So I think one thing you can do to really like elevate your decor, well, that one's run out of batteries, is these candlesticks are so cute. They are from Poundland. You can get them pretty much anywhere in the UK that sells like Halloween crap. But they are 99p or £1. So if you see them in like Asda or something for £2 or £3, then don't buy them. They're trying to rip you off. They are £1 and they're all exactly the same one. Some of them have just shiny like fake candles and some of them are glittery, but they are all the same. But I've just literally suspended that, you probably can't even see it, with some kind of craft invisible string type stuff, and then it's just some blue tack on the ceiling. Top tip guys, make sure you use real branded blue tack. Don't get cheap stuff, it never works and it makes the ceiling go blue. But I suspend these candles all over the place and it really makes it look more kind of like Disney Haunted Mansion. It kind of elevates it, I think. This canvas was from Asda, it was £10, but it's one of my favourite finds this year. It just like lights up. It's a creepy haunted house. It does play music as well, but we have so many things in the house that make noises. Namely this bastard. This bat here, which kind of like thrashes at people. He's quite loud. So we turn the sound off. We've put a lot of blue tack in the kind of like speaker holes on a lot of our animated props because otherwise if everything was to go off as loudly as it was supposed to, like you would not hear the music or anything, it's just so loud. So there's like little things we've dotted around, like a little Poundland tombstone. This dragon I got from Burley in the kind of witchy poo place, which I just thought was lovely. And again, TK Maxx, these things light up, but they've since lost their battery because after the Halloween party, we forget to turn everything off. So how embarrassing. It's really dark in this corner. There is no light whatsoever, so that's not very good. But this thing here is a sonic motor, and that's from the range. Someone knocked this off during our party. I shan't say who it was because she'll be embarrassed, but it was someone called Misha. And we just made these little things and we suspended them on some wire underneath, and it spins round, but I'm imagining now if I do it it's going to break or just get tangled up in that. Okay, yeah, see, that's not very good. It works better than that usually. Oh Jesus Christ. So it's literally just a motor that spins, so you can hang anything from it and it spins round. Another one of our props this year for our hunt was this envelope with a button in it. It's got a giant button in it. Which is one of the harder ones, but that was Drag Me to Hell. If anyone's seen Drag Me to Hell, then they'll understand that reference. I don't know where he came from, this little skeleton dude. We inherited him. This is one of our favourite things. This clock is from Wilko's. It's about £40. I don't know if it'll go off. No. You'll see in the little side video though. It's an animated clock and a skeleton like pops out of it, which is pretty great. We had a neighbour come round last year to look around the house, and she's like, I don't know how old she is, she's getting on a bit. And she literally walked up to it and it said, "Your time is up," and she turned around and she goes, "Oh, for God's sake, my time's up." Which I thought was hilarious. More of these things. These are from the range. Little chainy bits all over the place. These, again, Poundland. I mean, look at how cute that is. Is that £1? These little bottles. All of this stuff we just have out like all year round. Like, what is that reflecting the back of the toilet? How attractive. No, underneath the sink. Our downstairs bathroom is not very tasteful. It's like wizardy, dragony, witchy poo. Very Harry Potter. Although this was from this year. This is from TK Maxx. Look at this soap dispenser. God damn it, that's precious. So, yeah, there's kind of three things, I guess, to kind of elevate your party, as it were. So one of them I suggest is putting up these floating candles, because when they're lit up in the dark, they look super impressive. The other thing is, I reckon you can get this fake ivy really cheap online or wherever the hell. And I think if you blue tack it kind of to your ceiling or around, just like around the place, there's some up here, it kind of makes it look more like the house is overgrown, kind of like Crimson Peaks or Hill House or something. And it's really cheap and you can put it everywhere. And I think it just kind of adds to the mood that your house is more of a haunted house. And then this creepy fabric again. I just love putting it up. This doesn't look as impressive in the lights, but there's a little video you're watching alongside this where it's dark and you'll see I think it looks much better. More of these little hanging dudes here, hanging dudes. They're from Sainsbury's, they were cheap.
I love this bloody bird. It's like a raven. It's very like Edgar Allan Poe. And it says, it's like squawks at you and tells you to like bugger off. And he was from Asda and he was £10.
This was one of our scavenger hunt clues, Mummy poisoning me. This one was tricky. This is a VHS. This was from The Sixth Sense, if anyone remembers The Sixth Sense, but there was actually a clue inside that a lot of people missed. It says, "I see dead people." But that's one of them. We put these tea lights everywhere as well. You can get these in Poundland or anywhere really, but they're just kind of little tiny battery operated tea lights that go off, put them all over the garden and stuff. They're precious everywhere. These are from TK Maxx, these kind of like candle holders. They're pretty fresh. Again, these ones also TK Maxx, and they make a nice shadow on the wall, which is cute. We get these shots from a place called Booker's, which is like a, what do they call those huge places that, like a wholesalers? And it's like £30 for 60 of these, or is it 40? I can't remember. But we literally put these all over the house and people just like find them and grab them and take a shot, which is lovely. This gentleman is plastic. I don't know where the hell he's from. I don't remember buying him. He's plastic, so probably not TK Maxx. That was probably from the range or something. Can't really remember. This dude here, oh look, there's Vilma asleep. Hello, Vilma. This dude is the from the range, and he used to hang out the front, but we've replaced him now with some lanterns, but that's precious anyway. And here's my typewriter, and this is for The Shining. All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. I like to put these pictures up on the wall. We've got loads of these. They're kind of like spooky. What are they? You know when you like move and then it turns into something else? There's a whole bunch of those all over the place. They were really cheap. So these are from the range, but you get like a pack of loads of them. They're great. And Asda do these black rose garlands, which I'm pretty sure I'm going to use in some sort of outfit because they're so cute. They're like £5, I think, for one of those. So they're not the cheapest, but they are, I just think they make everything look so much more gothic and cute. And we put some of those Poundland lights in there, little bats, which is lovely. This was a clue for the horror movie game. It's a hand and it's encased in wax, and it was House of Wax. And not many people got that. I thought it would be more easy, but people are stupid. Our friends are not very clever, you know, or interesting or anything. This is from TK Maxx. This is one of my favourite things this year. So it's like a giant twig thing, and it lights up. But that looks so cute next to all of our sort of foliage. These flowers were from Lidl, and it comes with a nice big tarantula, and last year it came with that pumpkin witch hat thing, which is just delightful. There's Carrie. I showed you her, I think, in the live stream, but that's Carrie. That's just an old training head from Nova's salon, Desdemona she was called, but that's Carrie. And I love this big sign up here, enter if you dare. That was from Wilko, and it always goes there. It's so lovely, especially when combined with all of this black netting and the lights. Our garden is now something sort of destroyed, but all of these tombstones are from various places. The bridal kind of statue over there is from TK Maxx. That was reduced down from £30 to about 10. It's made of cement and it now stays there all year round. And the tombstones you can get like anywhere. So we've bought 100 of those. There's some in the front garden as well. If you remember the live stream, that was a key I made, which I made out of tinfoil, covered in duct tape, and then sprayed with a silver paint. So in all honesty, I might as well have just left it as the tinfoil, but that's great. That was the skeleton key. And all the pumpkins we got from Sopley Farm. This was from last year's movie hunt. That's the Blair Witch Project. I've just made 100 of those dolls, and they were in the house at one point, but we thought we'd move them out into the garden because they probably look more fitting. There was a scarecrow here, but Nova wanted to put out, look, there's the scarecrow, he's all dishevelled. Nova wanted to put out the bloody laundry. And it's freezing outside and none of it is dry. Look at my Village t-shirt. Can you see it? M. Night Shyamalan's The Village.
So this is the little sculpture outside, and this year they are standing abreast a dead flamingo, which won't stand up.
This is from the range. This goes in the centre of our table. It plays this creepy song, and the roses wilt. Eventually they do. It's almost obvious because I'm holding it up so they're moving. But they wilt. Eventually, it takes bloody ages. But that's a lovely centerpiece. That was from the range. That was about £10, I think. We put our smoke machine under our TV. Don't talk to me about it being dusty. This was perfectly clean a couple of days ago. We've had 100 people in our house. And you know, dust is just dead skin cells. That's why it's dust. But that's so cute. So I put a smoke machine there, and the button for it is under here. And I'll set that off what's the word I'm trying to say? I'll set it off intermittently so the room fills with smoke. It's very impressive. This No One Leaves thing up here was from Wilko's. It's plastic, and I don't like the fact that you can see where it ends. So I do tend to put all this fabric around the outside of it because I think it makes it look a bit more realistic, but it's annoying that that bit's there. I'll put some of these on the staircase as well, the candles, which is just so nice when it's all lit up. That was a crucifix. I covered it in green slime, which has now dried and made the wall go gross. That was a mistake, but that was supposed to be The Exorcist. There's a bunch more of these things up here. Hello! They're so cool, those things. So one of our game clues was this dude up here, which is a cardboard tube. And there is a silhouette of Nosferatu in there. There is a green light in there, but that has since worn out because I forgot to turn it off. But I've got this lamp here. I'm hoping you're going to be able to see. Oh God, it's going to go wrong. You can just about make out. It doesn't work very well with this light. You can just about see there, when it was on properly, there was a silhouette of Nosferatu on the wall right there, which a lot of people got, but they couldn't really spell, which just kind of highlights the fact that our friends are stupid. This is from Poundland. They have stuff that's like more expensive than £1. I think this was £5. And it didn't really work very well. It didn't set off as much as I was hoping. Let me try and do it. Yeah, see, it does. Oh, there we go. So it looks pretty impressive. You can see the face anyway when it's off. You can just about make out the face, but when it was dark, it literally looked like a mirror and it did freak some people out, so that was quite precious. Okay, shut up now. Gosh, they just never shut up. See, some of them you have to put blue tack on to make them quieter. Leave me alone, fuck. This dude we have out all year round, he's just a skeleton holding a tea light, but I wrapped him up in linen, and that was the mummy, and I've got this little Egyptian box down here. I keep my beauty blenders in that, but I thought it added to the overall Egyptian theme. More red light up here, Jesus. I nicked all of this hazard stuff from a place I used to work at. It's a giant roll of hazard stuff, and that was all over the place, but that's since fallen down because obviously people have destroyed it. I don't know where we got this dude from. He's pretty impressive though. He goes off quite easily.
There's something spooky out tonight, and I think it's you!
How funny. And probably the most expensive thing that we own is this giant coffin, which takes a little while to build. So I don't know what the best way it's going to be to get this. It's made of like foam, and the chains are plastic, but that goes off when you approach it. Let me try and turn it on. So it has a giant ball in the back of it that kind of like vibrates and rolls around, and it makes the whole thing shake. The coffin used to be out in the garden, but it has since come inside. And then for our bedroom, we don't do anything in the bedroom. However, we place a projector just about here. This is not a very expensive projector. The more expensive the projector you get, the more effective this kind of technique is. This might have been about £40 on Amazon. I don't know how many lumens it is. It's not the strongest one. It would be better with a better one. But we've literally loaded this USB with projections, like Halloween projections, and it gets projected onto this window setup. So you can find translucent shower curtains really, really cheap. This might have been like £1. We've cut it up into 3, and you kind of place it on each window, and I'll show you a video of it. The Halloween projections get projected onto here, and from the outside it looks like there's ghosts in the bedroom. It's so precious, I can't deal with that. That's the lady in our bedroom. That's the projection.
Literally the best house. The girls just said that's the best house ever. Wow, look at that.
Yeah, it needs to get darker.
That's good enough. These are my Jerry Halliwell Spice Girl shoes. I don't know if I've ever shown you those. That just happens to be in the room. That's nothing to do with anything. This lady is in our upstairs bathroom. She ran out of batteries very quickly because her whole face lights up like fire, and she screams. So she's pretty great. She looks a bit like one of Nova's sisters, and I have told her that. And if you can just about see, it's blowing around now, but there is an owl outside. Blow this way, son of a bitch. Okay, I'll try and do it. There you go, you can see it, which is one of our movie clues. That was The Fourth Kind, which absolutely no one got, and I was so upset about that because The Fourth Kind is such an underrated movie. We usually have this really cute shower curtain up, which is like trees, like a kind of grayscale tree situation. But I don't know where we found this. I'm pretty sure again it was Poundland. It feels like it because it's so cheap. We did have this up, and it's like a beloved shower curtain, which looked so cute when it was up. And these are just Poundland shitters that we suspend everywhere. I mean, we have to use these rooms after the party, so like most of it's kind of gone, but you'll see the most of the full effect. So however you're spending the holidays this year, whoever you're with, just remember, give them a slap on the ass and call them Barbara. Happy Halloween, puffins. Click subscribe, join the Novympia cult, and become an asshole. I think I'm going to put like a little poll in the community tab on the channel. I've narrowed down who I'm going to do the next parody of. And just click there to find out who it's between, and then you can vote for who I think I should do first. I think I know what I'm going to do, but I'd just like to see your opinion. Alright, thanks then. And a spooky welcome to our brand new patron, Christopher Tamitz. If you'd like to join the family, visit patreon.com/Novympia.